Okay, John, I would like to start with the first question by myself. Will the customer buy products in a store, software in a store, in a box in future, or is software web-based in future via download or via server-based?
So that's actually a very good question. I don't have a magic ball that tells me what's going to happen in the future. But my belief is that you're going to see over time more and more software will just be available over the web. Actually, people won't buy software, they'll buy services. The software will show up. I mean, I'm not going to ask, but I'm guessing most of you have some sort of iPod or iRiver product where you're downloading music and listening to it. There's software involved there, but you don't go buy it and install it. It's taken care of you. So the answer is, I don't know how long it'll take. There'll always probably be software in a box. I can't remember the last time I bought software in a box. When I order it, for some reason, I still pay the extra to get them to ship me the box that I never open. But I think I'll probably stop doing that soon.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Yeah, what about your questions? You're invited for the questions. Please give me a sign. It's your turn.
Hi, John. I'm Ilkka Lehtinen from Finland and represent Capnova. It's a small hosting company there. Now, what do you think, what would be the learning curve for when my boys who are glowing in the dark and speaking Unix pretty well, and if we start to learn Microsoft system, how long that will take?
That's a great question. Microsoft has a lot. So the learning curve, you could be learning on Microsoft products forever. To get started in web hosting, the learning curve is actually very short. And that's what we're doing with this guidance to provide. If you're just getting started with your guys, don't let them, and like I work with engineers that want to always, build the next moon shuttle. Don't let them start with a 50-server infrastructure. Let them start pretty basic based on what your business is demanding, and the learning curve will be very low. It'll be a couple of servers, maybe even one. They can just focus on some of the configurations. It's fairly easy to do. I'm a Microsoft certified professional. I did it, I certified about a year and a half ago. It was through reading a book. It took me about a week, and then I took the test. Very basic stuff. Enough for me to, that particular course was to administer Windows clients in an enterprise environment. I'll never do that probably, but I can do it now. So the curve is low. So I think it would be very easy for them to get started.
Okay. Did that answer your question?
In a way, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, really. Okay. You mentioned the cooperation between Intergenia and Microsoft. So what are the future plans of this cooperation?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, between Intergenia and Microsoft.
Cooperation between Intergenia and Microsoft. So one of the reasons I love working with Intergenia is they're, what I would say, brutally honest. So when we met with them, similar to actually with GoDaddy, I actually think I have a closer relationship with Intergenia. They told us where we needed to improve our products, where we needed to improve our offerings so that they could go to market with a Windows offer. They've become essentially a very close ally of ours and a close consultant. So they've been very good that way. Also, Intergenia has been willing to essentially experiment with us. So they've been a good partner where they will go live with something that maybe other hosters might be afraid to, knowing that when you try something new, it's still the software world. Services is even worse, I think. Doesn't always work out the way you want. They're willing to suffer the pain, knowing that we will be there working with them. Bernhard and Mario can tell you in the last year there were a couple of nights where they were up pretty much all night to work with them and help them, and we respect that. And even today, when we have questions, we don't hesitate to just pick up the phone and call them and say, hey, what do you think of this? And sometimes they say, yeah, that'd be a good idea. Other times they go, well, here, let me show you why you need to rethink this a little bit. And that helps us really bring to market something that makes sense to you, which is ultimately our goal. Right? I'm not trying to persuade you to do something that you think is counterintuitive. I'm trying to persuade you to do something that makes the right sense. Business sense and technology sense.
So it's a close cooperation with benefits for both sides.
Correct.
Pretty clear. John, let's have another look in the crystal ball.
Okay.
If we have a look up to 5 years in the future, how will Microsoft will be positioned in the market? So what are the objectives for the future? So
I've been, as you said earlier, I've been at Microsoft 12 years. In the 12 years at Microsoft, I've learned that there are certain things that are just part of Microsoft's DNA. It's just built into our culture. Developers eating pizza late at night, right? Playing ping pong on weekends. But one of the other things that is just built into our culture is that ultimately we're a platform company. We sell platform and we leave our partners to build upon that platform and take it to their customers. If you look at our whole history, that's always where we've been, and that's the direction we're going. So 3 to 5 years from now, what I see is we have this platform of products that are enabled for hosting services. It makes it really easy for you to offer CRM on one machine to 20, 50, 100 businesses, right? It also makes it easy for you to take that CRM product and differentiate against another hoster, for example. So that is the direction we'll go, and we'll continue down that direction. Next year, when Longhorn ships and IIS 7, I know some of you here have had a preview of it, given us some great feedback. There's a few developers with gray hair because of it. But you'll see that those products were really designed for hosters to be able to build the business faster. Let us take care of the plumbing so you can spend more time on the sexy stuff that you can sell to your customers. And it'll just get better.
Okay, thank you for this view in the crystal ball. Okay, the next question.
Hello, my name is Eberhard. I'm from Cologne here, a small company doing web hosting. At the beginning of your talk, you mentioned a few URLs.
Yep.
I just had a look at one of them, which is office.microsoft.com. And I just, while you were talking, I tried to download part of it, but it told me you need Internet Explorer 5.5 to download. So it didn't allow me to download. So my question will be, if talking to people about Windows web hosting, I have the impression that perhaps, in fact, I'm experiencing it even now when I'm accessing some websites using another browser than Internet Explorer, they will simply not be displayed the way they should be displayed. So I'm asking about the whole question of interoperability of the websites being hosted by you.
By me. Okay.
Thank you. Microsoft.
So that's a good question, a fair question. Look, I'm pushing my product. We're going to always try to make people have a better experience on our product. And with Internet Explorer 7, I think, I lost count, that's coming out next, there will be features that a hoster or a developer could take advantage of that won't be available on other browsers. But the point here is our platform, what you build on it and what you offer, that's up to you to decide. Some applications will take advantage of our technology that it won't be available on another platform or possibly another browser. But the reality is there'll be a lot of applications out there that will be multi-platform. Remember, you're the hoster, it's your offering, right? I'm giving you a kit to go and get started. It's pretty basic, pretty vanilla. For you to really get something rich, that takes a little more work. It takes like a .NET Nuke or a community server or a local developer to work with them and build it. And then everything in our technology is designed that you can make it cross-browser enabled. And we even have guidance on that. So my takeaway is to go find out what they did there, which is interesting. But basically, some things will only work on Microsoft because we want to show that we have there are things you can do with our platform, but it's really up to you how you want to offer it.
And thank you. Thanks a lot for being with us today. Thank you.
Thank you.
John Zanni.